Hey guys, episode 5 of the Live Courageously podcast is here, and it is going to change your life. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can set realistic goals and actually achieve them. Have you ever had this awesome idea in mind that you've always wanted to accomplish? Or maybe you have a ton of to-dos on your list and you can't seem to find the motivation to get any of them done. I feel like this describes my life about 95% of the time. Can you relate? Personally, sometimes I get so overwhelmed with the amount of things I want to get done or need to get done and have no idea where to start or what to do. I feel like we've all been there at some point in our lives, but there's hope, I promise. So we've been talking a lot about your calling and how you need to step into your purpose. That sounds all well and great until it's time to actually get to work. Am I right? I feel like so many of us get stuck because we don't know where to start or what to tackle first. But luckily for you, if you are listening to this means you are searching for the right way to start this process and you are ambitious enough to actually do them. And even better news, I have some action steps that you can take right now to get to achieving your goals and marking things off your to-do list. Some of these tactics that I'm about to share with you, I have gotten from others over the years and kind of have combined them all into one list that truly has helped me get started on doing the things that I needed to get done. So here we go. So my first tip is to write out all the things that you need to do. Just put them all on the page, like just throw them all on there. All the small things, the large things, no particular order, just get everything out there because it's so much easier to understand what it is that you need to do once you have everything listed out. My second tip is to run through that list again. Start getting rid of things, like marking things off. Like, is there something on there that's not very urgent or something that you can do without? Maybe an example that I've heard of before, like organizing some things on your contact list. Like, yeah, it's probably nice. Do you need to do it right now? Probably not. So get rid of it. Things that you can get rid of, get rid of. The next thing is to order them. What is most important to you? What needs to get done first? All of these things play a huge role in order to figure out what it is you need to do next to get your things done. So 4, set up your list where you can see it. See it every day as a reminder. I know that sometimes whenever I write something in my calendar, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to do all of these things and this is what I need to get done and blah, blah, blah. And then my calendar is in my bag from work and then I set my bag down, I go eat some dinner and then I see a movie that's on with my mom's watching and yeah, it doesn't get done because I can't physically see, hey girl, you have things to do. You need that reminder right there in front of your face all the time. From experience, it's harder to forget when it's in sight. So usually I would either go home and do nothing, or if I had it in front of me, I'd be like, okay, time to get it done. So my tip number 5 would be get the short things done first. When you do things that take 2 to 3 minutes to do, it gives you this feeling of accomplishment. It gives you this feeling of confidence that, oh yes, I've gotten this, and this done. That means that I can just keep pushing forward. I can keep getting these things done. And it just not only reduces your list significantly within minutes, it just gives you that extra confidence boost that you need to tackle the things that are going to take you a little bit longer to do. So for these longer things that you need to get done, this takes us to step number 6, which is set up time blocks for yourself. I always have this super long day at work. I work from 8 a.m. to all the way until 6 p.m. at night. And I also have a 30-minute drive home. So by the time I get home, it's already 6:30. And then usually dinner is ready. And it's just like, when you get home, you're like, I don't want to do anything. But there's still some time where you can get these things done. Regardless if you have a long schedule or if you have a short schedule, whatever it is, you have the time. You just need to block it out. So I would say start with maybe like 30 minutes of a time block where you're like, okay, for this amount of time, this 30 minutes, I'm going to straight just work on whatever it is that you need to get done. That means no phones, no distractions. Like, here's my 30 minutes. I'm going to do as much work as I can in these 30 minutes. And then when that 30 minutes is up, I'm not doing anything else. Give yourself that type of block and motivation to be like, okay, this is the time I have. I need to get this done. I'm going to go for it. No distractions. I got this, right? This just gives you the ultimate boost of like productivity, knowing you only have to commit to 30 minutes. And 30 minutes isn't really that long. So you can do it. I promise. Number 7 of my tips of things on how to achieve your goals is to actually schedule in break time into your calendar. Like, knowing you have set up yourself some time to work versus time to just chill. It gives you the motivation whenever you do actually need to work. You're like, okay, these are the times that I need to work, but hey, once 6 p.m. hits, bam, I'm done. I get to chill. Like, seeing that in your calendar, seeing you have things in time where you can just do what you want to do, like, that's just so much nicer than like seeing this full list of things that you have to do and feeling, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna have time just to sit and just be. But if you schedule it in, you'll be like, okay, great, I need to do this and I'll get it done, and then I get to be free, you know? So step number 8, well, more so like tip number 8, is that this is going to take some self-discipline. You're going to have to hold yourself accountable. Going and making these different time blocks and all these other tips that I've already said so far, if you can't hold yourself accountable to it, you're not going to be able to get it done. But there's a little bit of hope. So if you can't hold your own self accountable, find someone who will. Tell them the things that you need to get done. Tell them that, hey, I really need to get this done and I need you to hold me accountable for it. Sometimes my little sister, so I have a lot of like pageant things that I have to go through and figure out amongst, working and all these other things. And sometimes when I get home, I'm just like, I just do not want to do this. But usually the day before, I'll be like, hey, I just really need to get this done. Can you please make sure that I sit down and do this? Like, don't let me make excuses. Just hold me accountable. Sometimes that's what works for people, and it might work for you. So tip number 9 is reward yourself. After you have accomplished your goal or finished that to-do list, treat yourself. Go watch a movie. Go get some ice cream. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Make sure you reward yourself for actually getting things done. Because now that you've got all these things done, you're feeling great, you're feeling awesome, you reward yourself, and now the next time when you have a huge list of things, like, hey, okay, I need to get all this done, and then when I get this done, I get to reward myself. That's great. I like it. You like it. Okay, so my final tip, this is sort of like a bonus. I recently, over this quarantine fun time, had some extra time on my hands, which I don't usually have, which was actually really nice. I recommend you making a vision board. Yes, like cutting up paper and gluing it to a poster board or sticking it to some cork board. I don't know, but it's also really helpful when you have something that's just beautiful that you've created that inspires you to either be like this person that you have on it or achieve this goal that you've posted a picture on it. I think on mine, there's also some different quotes that I have. Like, for me, I have a lot of procrastination in my bones, and I needed a quote that was like, you need to do this now. So I have a quote on there that has like yesterday at the top, now in the middle, and then tomorrow at the bottom. But yesterday is crossed out, tomorrow is crossed out, now is like in huge big letters. Like, that's a perfect quote for us in this topic, actually. Like, you need to do it now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't pretend that you did it yesterday when you really didn't. Like, you need to just rise up, take courage, and do it. Like, you just gotta take it. You gotta do it, you know? So creating that vision board really has helped me in being able to see that every day. And it's like, that's sort of also another way to hold yourself accountable, because you've seen this thing that you've created, that you know these are your goals. These are the things that you want to do, you want to accomplish. And you're looking at them and you're like, okay, I put that on there for a reason. Am I doing anything right now that could help me get one step closer to that goal? If I say no, there's a problem, you know? So being able to see that has just been really nice. So if you're crafty, and even if you aren't crafty, vision boards are still super easy to do. I will post a photo of mine in my Instagram at some point so you can see kind of like what it is that I created, so you can have a little inspiration to do yours. And of course, there's, a lot of photos on Pinterest and all of those places that you can find some more inspiration if you want to do a vision board. So now that you have all of my tips on how you can set goals and actually achieve them, it's time to actually do it. So take a look at your list right now. Identify some things that are easy and quick that you can do right this second that will help you start achieving your goals. Any step in the right direction will help you tremendously and leave you feeling just so productive. I hope that this episode has helped you identify some new things that you can apply to your daily life in order to increase your productivity. Be sure to comment under today's post on what you did to take one step closer to achieving your goals or marking some things off of that to-do list. Happy goal setting, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for listening.